Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and welcome, General Reed. I must say that's quite an impressive name you have. I'm very impressed.
No relation, I assume?
We are related in an emotional way.
Okay.
We're both committed to the country. He's much more committed than I. General Reed, Transcom relies heavily on commercial aircraft in peacetime and also depends on commercial aircraft who participate in the Civil Reserve Air Fleet craft for wartime needs. And craft participants are always concerned about how much cargo capacity Transcom will purchase from them. First, are you taking action to rely more heavily on craft fleet in peacetime?
Senator, we do have access to those aircraft. What's most important to note is that craft, if we were to activate it, would be in case of wartime or a severe crisis. In return of those aircraft being in the craft program, we do use them, and they are able to operate with us. But what's most important is when we have the need for something beyond what we have in the gray hull, they make themselves available. In this way, we can keep them ready and trained to operate with us. And in this way also for the organic craft that we have, we can use them for higher priority sorties.
Now, there's been some discussion about the transportation of detainees and others. Have you considered using craft participants rather than military aircraft to move these people?
Senator, right now we have authorization to fly these sorties in support of the Department of Homeland Security on a non-reimbursable structure. So as such, I'm not able to use craft.
So DOD is paying for this movement of detainees?
That's correct, Senator.
As I mentioned in our meeting, I heard that the Air Force personnel on these aircraft were not wearing name tags or this unit symbol. Is that accurate, and what can be done about that?
That is accurate, Senator, and if you don't mind, I'd like to discuss that in a separate session.
That's quite all right, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you. We've talked a lot about contested logistics here, and what requirements are you trying to levy on the system to get the services to pay greater attention on operating the logistics systems in contested areas? The requirements you're asking for. Can you briefly describe those?
One of the clearest ways that we're doing that is in our new role for global bulk fuel management and delivery, as we do fuel assessments. We are doing fuel assessments with our fellow combatant commands. We did an initial one with Indo-PACOM. We learned some lessons in that one. We next took the assessment to CENTCOM. And as part of that, when we look at where the fuel should be, how it should be set up, what the infrastructure is, and how to meet the needs, we also run a contested logistics scenario on it. And then once we do that, that allows us insight into what's required from the theater as well.
And General, we all recognize the importance of cyber. In fact, it's more important, it seems, every moment. The issue of cyber seems to be particularly challenging when it comes to our civilian aircraft, the craft aircraft. Could you tell us what you're trying to do to enhance their cybersecurity and their ability to communicate with Air Force aircraft?
The cyber domain is very problematic, especially for U.S. Transcom, because as stated before, most of our capability actually resides in the commercial realm. So their networks are not within ours, and they're not as protected as ours. Fortunately, we have a lot of help with law enforcement, also Cyber Command, and also with the U.S. Coast Guard to make sure that we can share information, we can collaborate both for aircraft and for sea lift.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you,